Ryan Strome is a name IceDog fans know very well, especially after his breakthrough play this season, but now fans outside of the Niagara region are getting a taste of the Mississauga native after he was named OHL Player of the Month in January and competed at the CHL Top Prospects game. Strome contributes his on-ice success to playing with a very talented team. What's contributed to your streak so far?
I don't know. I think hard work and practice and playing hard at both ends of the ice, and my line mates have been great. So, I mean, it's a team success and team awards. I mean, personal success is great, but I mean, the team's playing well. It's easy to do good personally.
Central Scouting ranked Strome 7th in their midterm rankings, but since then, he's been making a case that maybe Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Gabriel Landeskog, and Sean Couturier better watch their backs before June. Who do you think's your biggest challenge at this point?
Obviously, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, like you said, he's a skill player like myself, kind of. So, you know, maybe a lot of people can compare us to, but you know, all the guys are great players, and everyone brings something different to the table. So everyone's going to want to show what they got.
What's going on ice? What would you say is making up for the on-ice production?
I think a lot of chemistry. I mean, the guys are having fun, and everyone just enjoys coming to the rink every day and having a good time, and all the lines are gelling together, and it's just, like I said, it's a lot of fun to be at practice, and we're winning, and that makes everything more fun.
He's like a rock on the ice, but preparing for the draft in June and the Memorial Cup can be stressful. Strome says he uses humor to get through the day. This is one of the biggest years of your life. You've got the draft and the Memorial Cup push. How are you dealing with this pressure?
You just gotta have fun with it. Like, obviously, it's a lot of pressure, like you said, and there's a lot going on, and it's a very busy schedule with the draft and stuff, but you just gotta be fun and you know, keep the mood light and work hard when you need to, and then off the ice, just take your mind off things sometimes and just relaxing with the guys, and you know, the success will just keep carrying on, hopefully.
If you had your choice for the draft in June, what team would you like to be drafted to?
Tough question. I've always been a Leaf fan growing up, so we dream to play for the Leafs, but I mean, any team's great, and I just can't wait to be drafted, and whatever team gets drafted to, I'll be very honored.
Ryan Strome isn't the only hotshot on the team taking the IceDogs to the top of the Eastern Conference. His line with Jason Wilson and Freddie Hamilton is probably one of the strongest in the OHL after Ottawa 67's Tyler Toffoli, Ryan Martindale, and Shane Prince were recently broken up. He contributes his on-ice success and competitiveness to his line mates. What do you need to personally work on to make sure that you're at the top for the playoffs?
Well, I think our line's got to keep going and worry about our own end of the ice before we worry about the goals. Sometimes we get a little bit fancy and stuff. We got to worry about the little things and the simple plays, and all the goals and stuff will just come with the hard work, and make sure we take care of our own end of the ice and make the smart and simple plays, and just keep having fun too. Like, I mean, it's important that we just you know, roll with the success and not to get too complacent, and just keep working hard every day.
Head coach Marty Williamson says Strome's persistence in practice and in games has helped his on-ice development.
Well, he's worked hard. You know, I mean, he works hard every practice, and you know, one of the things we talked about at the beginning of the year was consistency, and I think he's taken that to heart. And you know, he tries to perform every game for us. He's been very good on our power play, obviously, and you know, he just takes a lot of pride in you know, not getting that label that maybe he hit a wall or he's had a rough spell. He wants to try and make an impact every game, and he pretty well has.
How is he going to keep that streak going? What does he need to do?
Well, you know, again, not do too much, and that's, you know, what we, you know, it seems whenever he presses a little bit, that's all of a sudden when he does go a little dry. And you know, right now, if opportunities are there, take advantage of them, make good plays. But if they're not there, play strong defense, and you know, don't allow us to get into a chase game or allow this team to keep winning.
Now, he's been doing great personally. What kind of role does he play on the team, and do you want him to play going forward into the playoffs?
Well, this is an older team, and he's a young guy on the team, and you know, we don't think we quite anticipated him having this, you know, being tied for the league and scoring in that. So, you know, his role is a little more of a quiet leader. He's a real fun-loving guy. He works hard in practice, always a smile on his face. But you know, I think he leaves the speeches in the rooms to the guys like Friesens and Agazinos and guys that have been here a little bit longer, and he kind of just goes about his business.
He's ranked pretty high by Central Scouting midterm rankings.
Yep.
What does he need to do to maybe take that top spot from Landeskog or Couturier?
Well, I think some of it's out of his hands, because I think some of it's got to do just with maturity. I think he just needs to get a little older and a little stronger, and he's made great strides over last year. You know, he was pretty frail last year, and he couldn't get things done that he was normally used to doing. And this year he can do them, everything that he did in midget when he scored so many goals. So I think as he keeps getting stronger, Landeskog's almost a year older. He's a late birthday, and he's just a little physically ahead of where Ryan is. But he'll catch up, and he's going to be a pretty dynamic player as a pro.
Yeah, as a pro, what kind of team would you see him maybe going to, or who would want him?
Well, I hope he goes early. So, I mean, you're looking at Ottawa's or well, it won't be Toronto, but it could be Boston again or, Florida. I mean, again, I think any team that, wants a dynamic young player that's going to put up numbers, and that's why he's considered to be a top 10 pick. And, I think when this thing's done, we have a good playoff run. He could be a top 5 pick. And, he's just going to be a great addition to any team.
Now, off the ice, what makes him different from the other players? What makes him stand out as either just a guy or as a potential NHL prospect?
Well, he knows everything going on in hockey. He knows he keeps me informed what's going on in the NHL or if there's something they have a trade in our league, and he's just very in tune. Some other guys have other interests when they're away from the rink. I think Ryan's pretty full-time hockey, and he's always knowing what's going on in other teams, and I think that's part of his preparation a little bit, and it's just a good makeup in him. So, and again, one of the things he's just a great teammate. He's always got a smile on his face. He cares an awful lot. This has never been about him on this team. Whether he's leading the league in points or whether he's not, it's always about this team winning. And that's what I'm most proud of him, just how he hasn't changed it all that way.
Sounds like a great player to have on your team.
Sure is. We're real happy to have him.
The 17-year-old has a lot on his plate this season with the Memorial Cup push and his NHL future on the line. There's a lot of stress, but he seems to be managing the pressure just fine. There's still a couple months left before his future is decided. Let's see what the kid can do. I'm Julie Stewart-Binks for the OHL Tonight.